there, this is Tiffany from iHeartArtBlog.com, and I'm going to be showing you some fun techniques with the Faber-Castell gelatos. So they come in various colors. They come in 22 vibrant colors, and here are some of them. And then they come in 6 metallic colors or shimmer colors like these. Well, the first technique I'm going to be showing you is a fun one that we did in CHA Chicago 2011, and we're going to be creating our own custom mist. So we're going to be using a mini mister from the Essential Tools Kit and the red gelato, and we're just going to color down some color into a container, and you're going to want to use a little container that's easy to transfer the liquid into the mini mister. And you're just going to use some water, and you're going to create a paste. You can use any paintbrush or water brush. You can see that the gelato is like a lipstick, and the pigment from it is completely water soluble. So once you have that all dissolved, you can simply use that as some paint splatter by simply tapping your brush across your project, or you can do what we're doing and we're creating some custom mist. So now that that's all done, we're going to open up our mister and transfer all that liquid into the bottle. And it filled it up pretty good. And you can give it one good shake one more time. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it. So I have some craft cardstock, and I have a scrap from another project that just has some cutouts of some various circles. And I'm just going to spray the color down, and there you go. And obviously, since it's water soluble, you can create a mist as translucent or transparent as you want. You can also alter some fabric ribbon, and these are mistables from Pink Paisley. Just going to take a little piece out of it. Pardon the camera. And you can see it starts off like that. And you can simply swish it around into the color, or you can mist directly onto it, however you prefer. And there you go. It's pretty neat. Another way you can use the gelatos is with an Emboss Resist technique. As you can see, I've already added the Emboss Resist directly onto the cardstock. But I used a Unity stamp, and it's just a scroll design. And I also used some Versamark ink and some clear embossing powder. And I just heat set it. And then I'm going to take the mist that we've already created, and I'm just going to lightly mist it across the card front. Then you just take a dry paper towel or a wet baby wipe, whichever you have on hand, and you just remove the excess color, like so. And you can see that the white cardstock shows through the Emboss Resist. My favorite way to use the gelatos is with a watercolor stamping technique. And this stamp is from Unity's Insightful Meadows. And I'm just going to directly apply the color onto the stamp. You can see how creamy this is, and I'm just using some metallics. And I'm just going to create a gradient pattern onto the stamp. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be adding water to it later. And you just spray it with some water, and you stamp directly onto your card front. And you can see you can get various generations of this beautiful watercolor stamp. Another way to use it is by enhancing embossed designs. And I saw Jennifer McGuire do this in a video and I thought it was really cool. So this one is just a Cuttlebug folder onto white cardstock. And I'm going to take my brown solid gelato and just run it across. Because they're in these handy little chapstick containers and it's got that flat edge, you can get all the raised portion pretty evenly with very little struggle or problem. Another cool thing is that the shimmer or metallic gelatos show up on black cardstock. So if you have an embossed piece of black cardstock, you can take a shimmer, and this is just the silver, and just run it across. You can see how creamy and smooth they are. And they're just so easy and compact to hold. It's not bulky. There you go. And while we're on the subject of the black cardstock, you can also take a piece of black chipboard, like I've done, and I think I'll just use some purple shimmer to show you a new color. And you can run the color across on your black chipboard. You can just use your fingers too if you want to smear it and blend it evenly. Because it's water soluble, you won't end up with yucky fingertips at the end of the day, which is nice. But that's pretty cool. You could do that for a teen card. They're all into neon and black, or a masculine card. And while we're doing chipboard, you can also do it on Grunge Board. And here are 3 hearts from Tim Holtz's Grunge Board collection. I'm just going to take some green and rub it on there. It's so easy to get every little inch of that piece of Grunge Board. And then you can just take your fingertips and just blend it into the Grunge Board or chipboard just to smooth it out a bit. And if you wanted to, you could take it across the edges to make it pop. But I'm just going to do the outside. And there you go. And you can also think about doing other surfaces. I have some cork, and I'm going to use the green to create a really cool organic or earthy look. And I'm just going to run that same green gelato across it. And you can see it's just a little bit streaky with some texture. You can apply more color, and then you can just use your fingertip like we did with the Grunge Board and just kind of smooth it in. But it's really cool because you can see that cork through the color. Creates this really cool organic look. You can add that to any project. The most obvious way to use the gelatos is on canvas, and this is a mini 3x3 wrapped canvas that I just picked up at my craft store. And you can just add the color directly to the canvas, and I'm going to create a gradient effect, so I'm going to add some pink shimmer and some turquoisey green shimmer and then some purple. Those are sort of my go-to colors with gelatos. And then I'm just going to use a water brush to blend in the color. And I'm just going to create this really cool background for a different project, or you could easily add a stamped silhouette onto this. Because it's water soluble, it's going to blend really beautifully, and I'm not quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do is take my turquoise gelato and just add a little bit more color. And you can see, you can constantly push the color around because it's water soluble. And I just use my fingertips to blend it. Looks pretty neat. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial video on how to use your gelatos. You can pick up these products at simonsaysstamp.com. Thanks for watching.
Oh,